Hello, everyone. This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism, and I'm glad that you guys have been following us on social media, especially those guys on YouTube. If you're seeing this video and you're seeing a lot of other content, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. Our goal here is to bring tourism to you guys that are not being marketed to, as you guys already know. I don't know when was the last time you seen a South Africa tourism or anything representing South Africa in a positive light where you come from, but obviously if you guys are with us, you have been seeing a lot of amazing things that happen here in the tourism space here in South Africa. I will like to tell you that there's a lot going on here, but obviously you're not going to hear about a lot of these things because you don't have the local networks here that we have here, of course. They just recently did a State of the Nation address. Now, I know in the States we call it State of the Union address, but here they call it the State of the Nation address. And I've been here many years, so I've watched several of them, previous presidents, and then, of course, the current president, President Cyril Ramaphosa. He talks about no different than any other State of the Nation address. But I just think it's great to see that, this nation itself is actually, they're organized, they got their stuff together. It really looks no different than where we come from. So they always talk about issues and things like that, of course, and then some of the plans that they have to put things together to make things better for the nation, for that year. And then, they try to build off of that. So you probably hear us say a lot, we do tourism. And I just want to say the reason why we say that, because that's what they recognize here in South Africa, not just trips and travel and things along that line. They look at tourism where they can look at it and then they can measure and then they can see where they can put their efforts and energy into helping the country itself. Tourism is a major driver and economic driver and a driver of a lot of things. And so they always look at tourism. And so they always look at where the people are coming from. Should they put more effort? Should there be, special, dispensations or special scenarios set up for them? I mean, which should we really do? Now, so what I did was I actually took the State of the Nation address, and I just condensed it to the part where they're talking about tourism and how important it is and how it helps South Africa basically feed itself, provide jobs and so forth. And the way that we see it is that's just another way that we can be involved here in South Africa. The countries that have been, on this tourism, on this tourism march for many years, people start seeing, they're doing special things in the visa category. They're doing this, they're doing that. It's because those people actually came here. They participated in tourism. They're actually, what's the word I want to say? They're investing, an extreme amount of resources into the country. And the only reason that happens is because they actually come and they actually see it. And then they actually spend time and so forth. They're not sitting outside the country, taking shots and saying, well, I heard this or this, that, and the third. And so as you notice, as you're going to watch this, he mentions, Europe, he mentions Asia. And I can say from a person that's been here for the last 7 years full time, but have been coming to South Africa since 2010. Yes, that is true. Everything that I just said is true. They come here and they really invest in the nation. And so I would say that, between the African Union, which they have a program called the 2063 project, you can look that up. And of course, they want to integrate more people into this. So South Africa is basically saying, hey, we recognize the people who come here on tourist visas. We look at those people that come and invest in our country. So then they turn around and see what they can do for you. So, or as a group particularly. So I would say, check it out at its entirety. And then, of course, we would love to hear your comments. We would love to know what you think and so forth. I will just give you this thing. Those groups of people that are helping South Africa with their own problems are the ones that seem to get the most attention. I'm just going to say that. And South Africa, as nice as it is, and it's extremely, extremely nice, is a great place for those that are looking for somewhere else to actually visit and spend money, and or to, how can I say it? If you're looking for a new home, South Africa is keen, and as the president says, ready to do business. So check out the video.
At this moment, the aide-de-camps will then form up, and they will then basically guide and lead the way for the president to the pavilion where he will take the national salute. It will be two SA military health colonels. They should come into view very soon. That's them. And you'll see that they're wearing the auglets, as they're called, on their right hand side, and it's basically pure gold auglet.
That we're implementing send a very strong message that South Africa is indeed open for business and tourism. As we open for tourism, the Chinese market, the Indian market, the market in the Middle East, the market in Europe and all over are waiting to come as tourists to our country. We want a nation in which prosperity and opportunity is shared by all. For many decades, our economy has been held back by the exclusion of the vast majority of South Africa's people. Black South Africans were deprived of land, of capital, of skills, and of opportunities. Our economy was starved of the potential that it has. And this is why we need to transform our economy and to make it more inclusive. That is why our focus is on empowering our people, on empowering women and persons with disabilities, because they were deliberately excluded from playing a role in the economy of their own country, of the people of this country. The services sector is now the largest part of our economy, ranging from financial services to retail, hospitality, tourism, and the burgeoning creative industry. The tourism sector is growing rapidly, with close on to 9 million tourists having visited our country last year. One of the attractive sites in our country, which we want to see growing more and more, is Robben Island. I visited Robben Island on the 8th of January. And I got to hear that in a year they are now going to receive 300,000. They want to grow it to 500,000 visitors in a year, and most of these visitors are South Africans. So we will grow tourism through our visa reforms, through increasing the number of flights to key destinations, and through the marketing of our country as the best country to visit in the world.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I certainly did. The key takeaways that I got was that tourism is a huge portion of the economy. And not only that, we need to be focused on making a way for ourselves to get here. Other people are doing it. We should do it as well. I mean, it just reinforces why the real South Africa actually exists. It exists to lay the groundwork, be the bridge that brings people from that side of the earth to this side of the earth. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I thoroughly did. If this is your first time watching, please remember to like, share, and of course, subscribe. But we are hoping to see you guys here in South Africa to continue to be tourists in this country. And we will see you here in what we like to call sunny South.
All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And guess what? We got the Durban Real Estate Tour coming up in July. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a straight opportunity. You need to come. I will tell you right now also that when it comes to prices of property here in South Africa, there's Cape Town level, there's Johannesburg level, and there's Durban level. At the same time, you get some amazing beachside properties because we're going to be on the Indian Ocean. So what does that mean? Most of the properties are going to be in proximity of the ocean, and that's what we're going to be able to show you. Keep in mind that we're going to be showing you lock-up and goes or apartments. We're going to be showing you condos, and you're going to be seeing 3, 4, and 5, and even 6-bedroom homes. You're going to be in some gated communities. You're going to have access to some properties that haven't even been built yet, but you're going to be dealing with the developers. You're going to be dealing with the builders, so you can go ahead and get dibs on those properties that's coming next year, the ones that are coming up the following year. So you're going to have all of that. Number 2, and I like number 2 the best, where we're going to be staying. I'm trying to tell you right now, we got you in a premium location, very premium. This place that you're going to be staying in has spas. So you can schedule your spa 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. You can actually have your spa treatment outside. You're going to have access to amazing pools, amazing restaurants. We got some good restaurants there. And then, of course, just the location is the vibe itself. Then, of course, breakfast. I don't even want to talk about that. And then we got an award-winning bar and bartenders that are there as well. And there's many more things to come. Oh, better yet, there is a thing called a beach club. It's in Bali Beach Club. All these are places that you're going to be staying at on the real estate tour. So it could be a vacation / hey, I'm looking for a property. I'm trying to learn about property here in South Africa. Yeah, that's what we can do. Number 3, we're going to educate you. Trust me, you're going to show up and we're going to educate you on how to buy property. Because all the property practitioners are going to be there. The banks are going to be there. The immigrations people are going to be there. We're going to have people from the health department, not say health department per se, but if you want to know about health insurance, they're going to be there. They're going to be able to give you a full spread. And you're going to have, access, exclusive access. That's why we want to keep the numbers down and keep them limited. But when the last person comes to the door, we're closing the door. And so when those people come, they're going to be like, oh my God. Now you guys saw what we did last year if you've been watching our channel, and the year before that. Oh yeah. And before that, the year before that, we've had a lot of happy customers come on our tours. They started with, I'm not really sure what I want, to I want a 5,000 square foot house, to where they ended up buying 3 apartments. So all this is available. So I wouldn't say, let me just worry about this at some other point, because we only have these tours, for a limited amount of time. And then lastly, listen, coming with the Real South Africa gives you that opportunity. You think you can kind of do this on your own or whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell you straight up, it just doesn't work that way. We have I'm not going to say the connections, we have the relationships. They know who we are. They know that our people, when they do come, they're looking for top-notch service, and that's what they get. So all you have to do is go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, scroll down to the Durban Real Estate Tour, and you can go ahead and select it. Number 2, or lastly, this is the last one, you can also select our payment plan. So as soon as you decide to come, then you can take advantage of the payment plans, because everything needs to be paid 30 days in advance. And then, of course, we have our, what we call it, a firm. A firm has partnered with us because they see what we're doing, and they see that people are actually traveling to South Africa. So they said, okay, people need help. They got payment plans, and you can pay zero down, 0%. That means you don't have to put down a deposit. But what you can do is take up to 36 months. And that's based on your qualifications now. You know what I'm saying? Up to 36 months. And then you could just come and have an amazing time. So we will see you in sunny South Africa.
Hi everyone, it's Twani Price with Zuri Wine Tasting. I would love to tell you about a project I've been working on. It's called Afro Wine Week, September 5th through the 13th. This is an amazing week. I've designed this week so that I can curate an experience for people who have wanted to invest in wine, people who are interested in the wine industry. It's your opportunity to network with the who's who of the wine industry, to also learn from industry experts. This week is so amazing because it's going to coincide with Cape Wine, the largest wine festival in the Southern Hemisphere. But don't worry, if you want to bring your partner or your spouse or your best friend and they're not interested in investing in wine, it's a whole travel week for them. So for that week, we will curate all things Cape Town so they get to see the city and live like a local and have this fabulous time. So check it out, Afro Wine Week, afrowineweek.com. Just DM me if you have any more
Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, South Africa just got easier because the Real South Africa has packages that will have you exploring the country just like a professional. So as exciting as it is, as wonderful as it is, all you have to do is reach out on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. This place is absolutely amazing, and we want to see you here in the Republic of South Africa.
With us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.